Hey, Chuck, how you doing, buddy? Man, I love that Dauntless right there. I don't know where you got that thing from. That thing sure is neat. All that smoke coming out, engine fire, ready to hit the ocean. Wow. That thing made out of plastic? Okay. Let's see here. Wow. That thing came out. Did it come out of a box though? It probably is. It looks like they used some fiber optics. They probably used some kind of a light, some kind of LED. Probably had a smoke generator in there. I'm thinking. Same kind of smoke generator you put in an RC train, even the Hemlong tanks. Uh, Same smoke generator they have in RC boats and trains with the LED lights. Might be just a custom made Dauntless right there. I get the big one, what, 1/18 scale? I think it's 3/4 scale, 1/18 scale. Merit Dauntless is big. Of course, you've seen that one. It's huge. It's big. I got that from China. I was very lucky. Hey, Dig, how you doing, buddy? I want to check the mail today. The decals didn't come in yet. They'll be here. And right now, as you can see right here, I got the off camera on step 7. I assembled the flaps. They work. This thing is pretty well detailed. I'm gonna put a wash on this. Well, you feel rivets. The thing is very excellent. Of course, as we did last night. Well, this thing was about confusing as a tail rabbit. I'm very lucky. I got this. This came off the side of those fuselages right there. I had. Very lucky. I should have known. I didn't go. I didn't move on to the next step. That would save me all that time gluing it on there. Like I say, you got to pay special attention to these instructions. Okay, we got 5 watching, 2 thumbs up. So far on the chat board, we have Mr. Chuck Peppy, all the way from California. We got Mr. Diggy Schultz all the way from Texas. Thank you, fellas, for tuning in. And others will tune in too, as well. Okay. We're going to start on look at fuselage sections over here. And the modules there. Now it'll be the outer wing panel to start on with the ribs and the ailerons. Judging assembling this model, it seems like to me that this thing, there's an option of the wings to be folded or extended for flight. I'm really hoping it could be operable like the flaps. That'd be a treat right there. That way, when it sits on the flight deck, when I get done with that, and it could be optional. Be on the flight deck, with the wings folded. Or extended, ready for takeoff. Ailerons are all one assembly. The top of there, you can see the fabric on there and everything. Everything with this construction kit now to be all straightforward. Should be no more difficulty, sort of thing. Hard parts all done already, the engine and the interior. I think it's best how I got my camera angle now. Now you can see what the hell I'm doing. It's such a big distance from a far, far away place. We can't see nothing but me and the model itself. A lot of you like to take a look at this thing at first hand, how it looks like. So far, I'm very, very delighted with this model right here. Just test it, this thing, just make sure it fits okay. Okay. The temperature out here right now is exactly, let me check. It was 14 degrees last night. It was cold. It got cold in this building. I had a heat full blast. I had, we'll see. It's 19 degrees right now. Yep, 19 degrees I have. Kentucky got really cold. What's your temperature out there? Where you at there, Pappy? Out there by out there in we live out there in California, out there by the desert. I imagine it's probably about probably 30, 20s out there, probably. Oh boy, I bet it is. Well, it's wintertime, buddy. You know, we all expect a little coldness once in a while. I got a thermometer on the wall over there. I got up. I went to bed about 4:30 this morning. Got up around 11. I had good sleep after that, and about 68 degrees in this room. It was probably a little less than a little. I will say it was about 14 degrees. I felt like colder than that. It felt like probably maybe about 10 or 12 degrees. It was cold. Yeah, that's a little chilly, but it's still good. It's not as cold today as it was yesterday. Yesterday, all day yesterday before the sun went down, I figured it was going to be good and cold. My son-in-law came out and got me some coffee and stuff. Came over and he said, "You better keep the heat on." I said, "Hey, it's on now. I got both heaters going full bore." They said it's going to get cold tonight. I said, "How cold is it supposed to get?" It's supposed to get about 14 degrees. It probably was that. It felt like it was colder than that. Wow. Does that is your gas, Chuck? Is your gas electric? It'd be maintained by solar power, or is it gas? Pacific Gas Company. That's what it is. Bell Telephone. It's 75 is good temperature. Since it's Christmas time, my daughter and my son-in-law tell me, "Man, prices are going up down there." I go, "Well, hell yeah. Let's go grab that dollar." After Christmas is gone, over with, everything you bought, you paid high dollar for, it'd be about as cheap as a bag of peanuts when everything is over with. It's called greed, children. Greed. Capital GREED. Greed. Make that money. Don't give a sucker an even break. I know. I even noticed that models that way too. I was looking at the internet. I'm gonna get a hold of my bank tomorrow and call them up and have them send me another credit card. And I'm gonna start using my not a credit card, but a debit card. I'm gonna start getting me some stuff on my debit card. My God, it's my money coming in. I gotta have little privileges here and there. I hate to depend on people. I really do. It's not my style. I've been on my own since I was 16 years old. I didn't ask no help from nobody. You guys gave me more help than anybody has. We hadn't even shook hands in flesh. Oh yeah, there you go. I should have known. I should have known. Because I remember you showed me that stove you had. We used to call those dink baths. I used to work for Billy Gooder Masonry and also MFM Masonry, Patterson Masonry, and they had these. We built these little condominium type houses, they had, and they had these artificial fire places. We call them dingbats. They had that kind of stove you have in, but they had real masonry that surrounded it. They had the stove, which was a fireplace itself, and around the stack, then would be stack the flue all the way up to the ceiling, and we built masonry around it to hide that stove, make it look like you had a real fireplace. A wood burning stove is the best there is. You get enough cordage of wood like that a good wood stove will blow you out of the house. I wish I had one in this room by now. We got a lot of woods out here and stuff, a lot of trees out here and things. I live out here in the jungle out here in Tennessee. All farmland out here. Doug Smith 417. Welcome to Monday Night Live Stream with me and the boys. And yes, this is a border model. Kate B5N Kate, torpedo bomber or high altitude bomber. Also the flight deck here. Here's the flight deck. Comes with the flight deck. Let me give you a little preview of how much I got done this thing. This week we'll work on the Kate. Next week we're going to work on the flight deck. This is the island right there. A big old flight deck comes up like that, and the Kate sits next to it. And yeah, already pried this thing and painted it. I'm going to add the rust on it and everything and put washers on it, make it look nice when I get done. I'm even going to make some homemade sandbags across here to protect it, the splinter shield from getting hit. So I'm going to give it a nice rub down a little bit, make it smooth it out a little bit. And yeah, this is it's big. And it comes with a light system too. It lights up also. I like that. Yeah, very beautiful kit there, Doug Smith. Doug Smith. Sir Douglas. A very excellent kit. I got about 6 hours invested in this engine and this whole cowling system here. I did it live here about 2 nights ago. It took about 3.5 hours. I worked on my stream just to assemble that Mitsubishi engine that the B5N KATE incorporated. It took a long time to build that engine up, and also got the cowling and several plugs in. Last night I worked on the interior. This thing is beautiful. No stones left uncovered. This thing here. Frankie Day made a very, very tragic mistake. I did it live here on live stream. You can see the boo-boo I made. It's just to avoid the clarity of the instructions. I glued the side of the framing of the fits inside the module of the cockpit floor. I had it glued inside there. You can see where the glue part's at. But once this thing is in position, you're not going to see it. That was my error. I should have went on with the instructions. It took about 3.5 hours to build all that. Then off camera, I spent another hour on it, give it another good wash, and tuning up the instrument panel. Good kit. Maybe your engine covers were clear, as you can see right through the engine and everything. Wow. Yeah, I heard Border Models about some good kits. What's really astounding about this kit, it's the same scale armor is, 135 scale, which one shade away from 132nd scale or 133. Now I've got a 133 scale A6M2 Jet Zero right here. I'll show you. I'll get the thing down without causing any harm. Paper model. That's 133 scale. And she is dusty. Dust comes off easy as paper jobs. Yep. Zero was one hell of an airplane. It was the king of the skies. We had nothing that could top it at a time. But even airplanes had secrets that were certainly revealed to find out why they fly so well. All Japanese airplanes, especially the A6M0, They had they're made out of magnesium. If you hit them, they just blow apart. But they had very light. Now you watch balsa builders that build these free flight rotor power jobs. You don't fly. You call half ribs. Half ribs is you got a rib that comes up this way across the spar. You got one that's flat underneath. It's like a Clark White airfoil, but it had half ribs on it. So it had 7 having ribs like this, lightning holes in it. Look at these ribs. Look at these ribs right here. Imagine looking at them out these holes. You got one ribbon that fits on the bottom, one fits on top. That gave the structure very lightness. The planes actually it was so light it was like paper. It's really maneuverable. You could do a split S just like that quick, and airplanes we had couldn't do it. It had that Mitsubishi Saki engine that had in it, and then it had a motor in it that would not stall out. That's why they say you don't dogfight with a Zero, because if you're in a Wildcat, especially the Wildcats, the F4F Wildcats, early models, they had those superchargers in those little 1,200 horsepower Strike Cyclone engines that they had at the time. The Zero would go up, wanting you to shoot it down, and they know it's going to happen. They're very smart. Bring the camera up, give you an aeronautical, give the guys a little demonstration. As the Zero would climb up, a Wildcat would come behind. Also, the Wildcat started stalling out because it didn't have the engine didn't have the power. It was flooding out. The time the Zero would make a complete outside circle, and you're stalling it, come right down behind you, and whap, 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 and you're dead meat. You're gone. That's why we had to use different techniques to defend the Zero. The thatch weave. We invented that. In case Zeros got behind you, they couldn't hit you because like fishtailing. And time the Zero would pass you, come by and get you like that, you weave them, they weave back into them, you let them have it, and they go down. That's why I say you never fight with these Zeros. Now, when the event of the S6 Hellcat came out, whole different story. It had that double wasp engine in it, supercharged all the way. A lot of these Japanese pilots mistaken the Hellcat as a Wildcat because the Hellcat had the same wing, like a Hershey bar wing. And they thought they were Wildcats. They found that, hey, wait a second now. The Yanks got a whole different airplane now. As they go in their famous tactic of flying outside the circle, going up the dogfight, the Hellcat would catch up with it and pass it and shoot it down. They go, wow, Wildcats haven't done that before. Then they realize, hey, that's a whole different airplane right there. So that was the tactic of the Jap Zero. Anyway, this is 135 scale, and this is 133 because all card models are 133 scale, especially in aircraft. And of course, domestic and plastic, or even foreign, are 132nd scale. So between 135, 132nd, and 133, you got a very small percentage of differences in the size. This thing was 135 scale. The wingspan would probably be right about here. No, a little more than that, about here. 132 would be a little bigger. 132nd scale, the wingspan would be probably about 3/8 of an inch bigger than this. This is a paper model made by Model Lick. I had a video, I did a YouTube video on this, so you guys probably noticed my channel. I got 2 different channels. First channel I had, I can't get my old channel back because I moved out here. I moved to Tennessee from Ohio. I had a whole new computer, a whole new internet system. I forgot my password. I couldn't get on my old line, on my old channel, is because of a password. So I had to start it over again. So if you go to Frankie Day Models, I made over 1,000 videos. Everything for 12. I've been on YouTube now for about 12, 13 years now. I've been up for a long time, and I pay my dues here like everybody else is. I'm probably one of the oldest that there is, still going strong. I'll go to my dying day, guys. Because this is all I got to live for is these models and you great fellas. You guys are my family. And I live for you. I live for this. Everything else doesn't matter to me anymore. It doesn't. I'm 80 years old, trying to spend what's left of my life in harmony and doing what I love most. I love these. And I love you guys. You guys are the best. The modeling community, this modeling community is the best community there is in the world. Ain't no other community in the world alike than us. We all have compassion of heart, compassion of plastic or paper, or even wood, like my Queen Mary over here. I'm made from wood. And I can build anything. Chewing gum, paper, don't matter. Give me a set of blueprints, I can build it. Right now, I'm enjoying this Border Models 135 scale. This was a gift from Mr. Freddie Duarte of Sooner Models. Freddie takes care of me once in a while. He does most of the time. He knows my situation like Chuck and Dingy. They all know my situation. I got no driver's license. I can't go out and do nothing anymore, guys. My independence is completely stricken. It's gone. And I've been in this room. I live in this room 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 30 to 31 days a month, going on 365 days in a year. And other than behind me, that's going to be my deathbed. So that's where old Frankie Day stands right now. And Doug takes care of me. Chuck takes care of me. Freddie Duarte takes care of me. A lot of modelers, they help me out a great deal. And as soon as I get my stuff out of my stash, a lot of you guys be saying, hey, Frank, you got a B29 or something like that? Or what kind of scale you need? A 148 scale, I got 3 of them. Oh, you do? Yeah, they're in my storage. Now, if I have my stuff right now, you want a B29, I will send it to you for nothing. I really would. Hey, Frank, got a P2V Neptune? Yeah, I got 5 of them. All 172nd scale. Hasagawa. They're in my storage. Well, where's your storage at? It's in Ohio. And I got to get that stuff out. If I don't, I'll lose everything I have in there. That's my life. That'll kill me. That'll give me a heart attack. I'll die in a spot of shock. I'm losing everything I have in there. I got stuff in there that's worth a lot of money. And like a lot of stuff I got that I can help you guys with. Any kits that you guys need, they can't get, Frank Scott. Thank you, Sir Bruce. Bruce, I got hold of my son-in-law and I chewed him out. I told him, did you send that my package I'm supposed to send to Mr. Bruce Kerr to Florida? He goes, I think I did. You think you did? So look, this man has not received those blocks I gave him. I sent the stuff out twice. One came back with a filled zip code. Now I got it straightened out now. He's supposed to send it. I think I did. You better get a hold of the Post Office General and see if it's sent out, because I don't want to think this man is, I'm not, this man thinks I'm full of baloney. Frankie, don't, your old dad right here don't, it's not my style. I'm honest as they come. I read the Bible every day. Because I like to be honest with everybody, even myself. I'll check on it, Dad. I got so busy with my business. I understand that. But I can't do these things like I told yesterday. My license was stripped away from me. My independence was stripped away from me. I'm about as helpless as a child. And I have to depend on the mercy of my daughter and you. You guys are my mother and father now. I got no one to take care of me but God and you two people. Okay, I'll get it up tomorrow, Dad. So anyway, Bruce, we're working on it. We'll get it for you, buddy. Well, I know that, Chuck. But for the love of my heart, buddy, you know, you and Diggy, you know, and everybody, anybody needs any models, anything, I'll give it to you guys. Ain't gonna do me no good. I'm dead man walking now. At 80 years old, you know, God could pull a plug on me right now, as I said. But there's a reason why I'm still here is because I know because I've always been good all my life. I always took care of people. Now he knows I can't take care of myself because of the situation I'm in. Boy, I tell you, my life has really changed for the past 6 years now. There was just the death of my Ruthie, lost my home, I lost another house, lost my brother. Now I lost the worst thing of all, my independence. I will give it back because I'm doing a lot of soul searching and praying to God every night. So God, help me get my license back and help me so I can get on my feet again. And I know things are going to start working for me. I know they are because God always helps the fair. Peter Nez, 7314. Welcome to Monday night live stream with me and the gang. Tonight's episode live stream, we're working on the Border Models 135th scale B5N KATE. Right now, we're going to work on the wings. Last night off camera, where everybody was signed off, I got the midsection going. I put the wheel wells on there last night, and the landing flaps. They all work. And I'm really hoping that these wings will fully work. So far, I see no hinges on. We'll see how they hook up. So we're going to work on the wings. For those who missed how much I did last night, I got the module all done. I got the cockpit forward, the observer, and the radio operator, and tail gunner, and the pilot compartment all done. Video number one, number two. Took about 6 hours to get this engine together, get it closed around the cowling. Fuselage comes in about 4 sections. Got 2 side sections. They fit about like this. And the turtle deck right here fits on top. Of course, this is your bottom section of the wing. So this fuselage is assembled in 4 different assemblies. So tonight we're going to get the wings all done. We'll jump on something else, probably be closer to the fuselage. Sure will, Bruce. God bless your heart, dear sir. We got to have a live Zoom. Maybe we can do one tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning for sure. We can have a live Zoom. I enjoy those live Zooms that we do. I can even have a cup of coffee with you too. Now I had a Peter Day 7314, Mr. Peter. I had a 148 KI 51 Sonia. I think it was a UPC kit, 148 scale. That was back in the 1960s. It was all silver color, had fixed landing gear, almost like that of the Claude. Okay, we're going to get on this wing right now, see how far Frankie Day can get going tonight. Now, this assembly right here, I've got aileron retainers on there, F27. Not much as thick as cake compared to that flight deck. Not much, both kits, to tell you the truth. Put this over here. Little decals. We've got the F right here. I think it is. Okay, I'm gonna check this out. See, this is F. Get those retainers on there. The bill will go onward. Yeah. Okay. Okay, ailerons there, ailerons there. Start with what, F20, F25. Okay. We go ahead and assemble these wings. Then we put those eggs in there. Alrighty. No, that's wrong. F25. 26. They just push right little squares in there to get you. And that 27 last. These ailerons work. So far, the flaps work, and the ailerons work as well. Yeah, I think I want to tell you something. This is a nice kit. This really is. But you got to pay special attention to the instructions. I wasn't paying too good attention yesterday. I screwed up, but I caught my mistake in time for this glue to actually start to really harden. That's done. Sequence follows the next wing. Yeah, oh, you want to mess up this thing. This thing's too expensive kit to mess up on. It goes to the next one over here. Lastly, number 41. Aileron hangs. Good, let's set right here. Check, see this thing's this. Oh wow. All the way down sure it's flush. I set it down on the wing and pushed up on it. Glad I checked that out. Okay. Now we've got the ribs put in now. Let's see. This got the A right here. Yep. A4. Right here. Check the flash off there. The sprue tree. I like it. I like adjust this camera. That way you guys can see what the hell I'm doing here. I like this angle right here. It's where it should be. Who wants to see you a mile away? They can't see what the hell you're doing. Unprofessional, Frankie Day. Unprofessional. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get this going here. Okay, rib A4 goes about here, don't it? Yep. There we go, boys. Like that. Go with the next one, do the same thing they did there. That way, kill two wings with the one throw. Like hit the bird, two birds, one stone. Same difference, boys, same difference. Yes, sir. Okay. There's the place. Check that, see if it's pushed out. That's good. Good, good. Now over here, do the same thing like I did on the other wing. Apply some liquid salt down here. Okay. It's over here. This is the other top wing panel here. Ailerons here, top wing panel here, midsection here. Okay, we got a C26 is over here. Okay. Is that right there? Right. C26. Sand some of those nubs off. That's all gone. Screw tree. There's a molding tip right there that got to be moved. These little molding tips on here like this, they stick out like that. Always twist them off. They don't pull this way. Twist them off. They break off very easily. And go back with your sanding board. It's best to use a sanding board, guys. Instead of using this. I got a bad habit of using this. One thing about the leather blades, when you're trimming parts, you gotta be careful. That come back and cut your thumb. Cut you, so you got to really keep this in your mind all the time. But it's best to use this. It does need a job using a sanding file board like I have there. Okay, rib number 26, C26 goes where? Goes about here. And we got the C24 last. Sure, that's C24. That's what it says. Right here. See a little tip right there? Those are called molding screws. To be able to find all the parts that are designed on the die on this machine, molds, they call molding. But when the screw, like a plastic goes through here, fills out the whole rib. So instead of tearing things out, the best you take them, just give them a twist like this. It's like Chubby Checker says, do the peppermint twist just like this, and it goes out good. Go back to your sanding board, and sand off where it's attached to. Make sure it's good. All that plastic is removed. Because look, if you don't move these parts on here, it'll interfere to fit your plastic. The last lead goes right here. Friction block. Wow. So far, the fit of this kit's pretty excellent. Imagine the price they're asking for. I don't have no idea how much this kit costs, but I say it's in 3 digits. I say about $200 kit, maybe. I really don't know. Maybe 300. I really don't know, guys. I do know Board Models is pretty pricey. The Lancaster's around $600, no vessel. It gives you a good idea how much this damn thing costs. But I love Freddie very much for sending me this kit. He sent this to me over a year ago. I lived in my trailer before I moved out here. He goes, "I got something going for you in the mail. You'll like it." And he knows he has a wonderful heart for us, just like you guys do. And he sent me this kit. Okay. Thus far on the assembly of the wings, we got the aileron hangs installed in the wing. And we got ribs installed this wing. And the same thing, this wing will be done with ribs there too as well. With the A screw, I pretty much got this pinpoint where the parts go at. Just to be certain, can't rely on right here the same. You got to go over to the next assembly. Another good thing too, keep yourself from getting lost. This assembly's been done here. You mark an X like that across there. You know the assembly's been all done. Now we'll go to assembly step number what, 8? No, that's number 3. 7. That was 8. Now we'll go to assembly number 9. Probably the same thing on there. Yep. That's what I'm trying to say. That's when I screwed up on the ribbing, interior ribbing to the module of the cockpit. I wasn't paying attention. I was wondering what side of the fuselage hole did that thing go on? It looked like for the illustration it was glued to these, but I failed because I didn't follow suit with the instructions. So please follow these instructions. They're pretty good. Okay, we'll go with step assembly number 9. That's the other wing panel. I think it's the left wing panel here. Okay. Right here, this is a completed one here. And you join your wing at top of there. Before you do that, you're going to add your ailerons in there. Right now, I'm just putting ribs here. Then we're going to attach the wing tops, plus the installation of the ailerons on here. Okay. C25. That's A already. We've already got the A on there already. Here's C. Here we go again, boys. C25. Give it a twist, and that little molding screw will come out. Give it a twist just like this by Chubby Checker. There. Good one there. Excellent. Well, lastly, C27. Yeah. I'll get the rims up and take it away. Check the chat board out so I can answer you fellas. It's kind of hard for me to run that chat board and also build at the same time, so I gotta take breaks too on this thing. That way I can be able to get back on the chat and answer you guys' questions and things. Boy, I love this thing is whew, I'm loving this thing. Okay, take about a 5-minute break here. There you are, fellas. Well, I think it's fixing to go to a beauty contest, I can tell you that. I'm loving this cake. Okay, break time. We're gonna see what's shaking. I love that. Molly Cyber headgear. Captain Oswald, welcome to Monday Night Live with Frankie Day and the crew. And we're working on the 135 scale border models, B5N KATE and flight deck. I got the working on the flight deck earlier this week. Well, actually, this weekend I started on it. And so I've been in this KATE now for about a couple of nights now already. So, like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to go ahead and spend the rest of this week up to Saturday on this KATE. Then I'm going to bounce back on that flight deck. And by the time I'll be done with this thing by the end of this week, I'll be able to get it all prepared for painting and everything else. But that painting will follow the following week after I get the flight deck done. This is an excellent kit, 135 scale. A novice, I don't think this kit was designed for the novice because of the minute, very small parts, especially this engine right here. I had to go through almost 40 of those doggone engine covers, go on top of your valve covers. They go on top of the engine, engine cylinders, and you got your manifold ring goes on there, and plus you got your engine harness rings goes on there. The governor goes on there, and back here looks like you got the mechanics of the engine itself back there. And it took me 6 hours to build this whole engine assembly. Last night, I spent about 4.5 hours on this. 3 hours of it went live. And about an hour and a half of it went actually 2 hours went on after I closed out the video for 3 hours. I went ahead and did the painting around the instrument panel. Very nice. A lot of you wanting blue interior, yes. Japanese are pretty much like United States. We had 3 different interior colors that we used in the chromate range. United States, we started out with yellow chromate. Then we went to green chromate. Then we went to interior green. Japan started out with this metal blue chromate. Then they went to green. Then they went to green similar to the color but lighter in the hues of interior green. That was later in the war. This is Pearl Harbor. This is the correct color for it. Metallic blue they used. Because this airplane was constructed out of magnesium. Magnesium needed a different kind of a primer paint on it. All of ours is number 21 gauge aluminum. We use the chromate yellow, interior green, or green chromate. Similar to an apple green color. Oh yeah. We got Gavin Blackburn, number 1. Welcome to Monday Night Live with me and the boys. Working on the 135 scale border models, B5N KATE and flight deck in Ireland. And right now we'll let the outer wings panels dry, get them installing the wing ribs and the aileron hangs. Then we go ahead and install the aileron hangs and cover up the wing. Now I'm going to paint this blue in here first. I'm going to brush on so I use an airbrush. And because I'm hoping this wing will be operable, be up or down. Or it can be friction locked either up or down when it sits on this here flight deck. That flight deck is about that wide. It's about a good 13 inches wide. I measured it last night. And this thing is a big airplane, the KATE is B5N. Has a wingspan of about 50 feet. Big airplane. But these border models, like I said about 3 minutes ago, a novice shouldn't, this thing wasn't built for a novice, but if a novice is very eager enough to get a hold of this kit, he or she has got to follow his instructions very closely and have the patience to follow them quite well, installing the parts. The biggest difficulty this thing's going to have is the engine. But I kid you not, it took me almost 3 hours. It took me 3 hours just to get this engine in there. Another hour, 3 more hours, putting the engine plates on, putting the engine covers on there, and assembling the cowling itself. You know, I had to buff it up with a buffer. I think it's ready to be installed once we get the fuselage together. If a novice attacks this kit, if somebody buys this for the novice, or for a child that's about 14 years old or perhaps a little older, who's used to building monogram kits or tackled Tamiya kits or something like this, you know, an easier kit gets involved with something like this. To me, it's full of money soon parted. I mean, these things are not designed for the novice at heart or the faint-hearted. They're very difficult. I made a very bad mistake. Matter of fact, last night. And I'm no novice. I just wouldn't follow the instructions. These are your outer ribbings of the fuselage module that fits on the interior of the KATE. Now, what I did, the screw up I did, see these ribbings that fit across the floor and everything? I glued those ribbings in first in here. That's when I started running into problems. So wait a second, something ain't meshing here. I said, oh my God, Frank, you didn't follow the instructions. So when you deviate from those instructions, think you know what you're doing, You're gonna make an ass out of yourself. You're gonna screw up and end up doing this. You're gonna tear that thing out. And I was very, very lucky, very lucky. I removed all these ribbons here without tearing these up. Because this is a very expensive kit. You want to go there and do something, make a mistake, you're gonna tear it all out. I want to tell you something. This stuff here is very strong glue. This stuff here is a solvent. It's not two-lane glue like testers or something. It's solvent. Once those two plastics are melded together, use this glue, they're there like rock and roll. They're there for staying, going nowhere. So I was very lucky. I used my Kate tape right here, which I used my putty on there. I had to carefully remove the fuse so I was not damaging that. So nothing lost. Only thing that was lost was time and stupidity. So I learned my lesson. I followed the instructions. So please follow the instructions of these things. These very expensive kits. You don't think no bozo no-nos in them. Edard makes some good kits. I got a few. Edard kits in my stash. I got a Hellcat. What else I got? That's about it. Kansas series, I think it was 148 scale. I think they did. I've heard rumors about that. They did take over Wing That Wing. The Wing That Wing is another expensive kit. I've got one of those. I got the World War I job, the Fokker D7, I believe. And that's 1/32nd scale. It's in my storage. I miss that very dearly. That's a very expensive kit. That kit's almost over $300. Over $300. I can't imagine how much this costs. I imagine maybe $400 maybe this kit costs. I don't know. But there's a lot to it. You got a flight deck, an island, and a beautiful 135 scale cape to go with it for excellent display. I know that the Lancaster is a $600 kit because I've seen that. Not Wings, but Hong Kong Models. Nice 132nd scale Lancaster. And I know damn well that's around $400 something. I got the 132nd scale B17 Memphis Belle, but that's $400 kit. And I've got the B25 132nd scale. It's back there hanging up back above my RMS Titanic. No, this kit was given to me as a gift from Mr. Freddie Duarte, Suitor Models. Freddie is an excellent builder and he does a very excellent job at figure painting. You gotta check his work out. I was living in the trailer, I was going through the hard times. And I think it was during Christmas. It was Frank, I got a package sent to you. You'll like this. Oh, wow. Freddie, thank you, buddy. I appreciate this, And this came in the mail. I seen this. My eyeballs almost popped out of his orbits. I was, Jesus Christ, this is an expensive model. He gives it to me. And I promised him I'd build this for him. I did. This is supposed to be my Pearl Harbor build. Well, this is my belated Pearl Harbor build. I've already got the Battleship Oklahoma that I'm building right now, so I'm finishing up on it. It's in what scale is that? 1/200 scale, the card model, Pearl Harbor. I did some live videos of that. I pulled that off last week. I shall return on it and finish up the rest of it. But I brought this out of the closet, promising Freddie that I'll build it. No, I didn't buy this kit, but I wish it's very expensive. I got somebody talk to me on Facebook here. Oh, it's Freddie. Yeah, let's get the Freddie messaged me on Facebook just now. He told me how much it cost. $188. I assumed it was more than that. I was only going by the price of the Lancaster, which was about $600, you know. But yeah, I'll tell you one thing: less than $200, you get one hell of a kit right here. This kit, it has rivets on it. Freddie was really hoping what turned Freddie off on it was Freddie liked those recessed lines on it, but this has rivets on it, like the real one did. The real one, most Japanese airplanes, like I said, they're all magnesium and they're very heavy riveted. You can see the rivet detail on there. It's very, hear that? They look pretty good. Now to bring up those rivets, like I said, putting a wash on there, you use pencil lead. Just go over like this. Brings them out. Then you put some sealer on it, and it seals that in there. That's what we do with this. But it does have recessed, a couple recessed panels there, but most of it's rivet on there. The rivets are very fine, but Freddie don't like those rivets on there, you know. He's used to having those panel lines where you can put a special wash on it, make it come alive. $80. You kidding me, Chuck? The same kit here is retailed for $80. My God. I do know one thing. I checked Amazon the other day. It's interesting getting the USS Arizona. They got the Trumper one for $120. Yeah. Wow, beautiful Stuka, Freddie. On Talon Ray, 148 scale. Well, Freddie showed me some models he's got on here. I want to tell you something. You talk about a hobby shop. Hobby shop ain't got nothing with Freddie got. You go to Freddie's house, it's like walking to a hobby shop. I kid you not. Oh, that's even cheaper still. The airplane's $80. Oh, okay. That sounds pretty reasonable to me, more than reasonable, because this is a good kit here. This is a very good kit. Okay, the other one's going. It's the stop. Yeah, that's how they fit. Now, Doug, the flight deck comes with electric. I'll show you something. Now, Sunday, I started out with this. Like I said, I started this build Sunday. I got about 5 hours of that. This only beginning, I got more on top. Now, the good thing about it is, to my surprise, my delight, the lighting system right here. It lights this thing up. Now, for power, there's a switch. And I don't know if that's a... I don't know what power this that thing. I was hoping it had a UCB port you can light right up to your computer. You know, I will find out. But anyway, I started this out last Sunday. That's much I got on it. I went and primed this thing. First of all, I had to fill in a couple. Where else put the filler at? I can't even see it. Yeah, I put the filler right there. You can't see it, it's gone. I sanded it real good and I primed it. Let it dry. I went back and I went and airbrushed this whole thing with the gray that the Japanese use. I'm going to add some pastel washes on it. It's a rust. Make it look like a pretty well seasoned flight deck with the USS. I don't know what the carrier this is on. I think it's Takagi. Because I can tell by the markings on the instruction sheet that Kate torpedo bomber. Anyway, this is a treat, a real treat. If you want to display your Japanese aircraft, this will do it. Especially in 135 scale or 132nd scale or 133. Freddie, you did a wonderful job and that zero, that A6M21 you did. That is beautiful. You guys check out Facebook. There's a 132nd scale Zeke that Freddie was finishing up on. And whew, superb. You need to check it out. It's on Facebook there. That's his work. He does a very wonderful job. He does good work, guys. I kid you not. I mean, when it comes to figure painting, this man's he's a Rembrandt. I mean, I requisitioned him one time, commissioned him one time. I have a 124 scale Huey 816 Huey gunship, 124 scale monogram kit. Came out back in the 1970s. And less motor. Big old Huey came with 2 figures. Hey, Frank, send me those pilots down. I'll pay them up for you. Oh, you will, Freddie? He goes, yeah. Oh, thank you, buddy. I sent it to him. About a week or so later, he sent it back to me. Oh, man. They look wonderful. Tamiya kits make very wonderful models, guys. They're all precision models. The Hasegawa was good, too. Oh, boy, I bet it is crazy out there in California. Everybody's shopping, stealing, and corruption and everything else out there going on, buddy. No, I don't blame you a bit. Best way to shop is shop online. Just be safe. Get what you want without standing in line. That's good, Doug. I build every day. I'm building 10, 12 at a time every day. I've been working on ships lately. I pulled off my battleship USS Oklahoma on Pearl Harbor build. That's from Freddie's Great State. I'll bring her over here. You guys can see her. We have a battleship Oklahoma. All paper. Won't be too long. We'll be back on this again. 1/200 scale. USS Iowa. Okay. Yeah, that thing is beautiful. Okay. Freddie just messaged me a while ago on Facebook. Hey, Freddie, you got a 135 flat cruise. Is that? Oh, they have. Oh, they do. I assume they did have somewhere you had to get that stuff. I was surprised they didn't put it in the kit, but oh, I don't know. It is what it is, but I'm happy what I got here, buddy. Very happy. Hey, Doug, on that Messerschmitt 109, is that a 148 scale or 132nd scale? Oh, Chuck did a wonderful job. This old big boy, steam locomotive with some tenders in there. He did an excellent job. He said, "I'm glad it's done." He's got it up there in the shelf right now where they belong at. Wonderful achievement. Guess what? He sent me a picture of a dotless 124 scale. I don't have a clue who makes it. I don't think Chuck knows either. But that thing was it's in flight, smoking on fire, engine on fire. And it looks like that thing is really burning. I imagine they put some kind of LED lights that are flashing back and forth, and smoke is coming out of that thing. And it looked like a real plane catching on fire, ready to burn, smoke, crash and burn. Yep. Chuck says it's 3,000 pieces that train he had. That's a lot of parts, guys. That's about as many as parts on the Heller 1/100 scale HMS Victory. I've got one of those. I got one in my stash that's halfway done. I've got one in here that hasn't been built yet. Paint the cherry blue side of this thing. Truly kit, one I heard that was an excellent kit that you bought out. Hey Matt, how you doing, buddy? Internet problems with Matt? Yeah, it's been dry. Metallic blue. That's the interior color. This is you find this at your hobby shop at the Tamiya X13. Let it dry. That's the bottom. I can look like this, don't I? Well, line his wing up, and it's got 2 notches in there. Trying to get his notches lined up on both wings here. Just got to toy with his wing. It's because you got both ways. Get those recesses where the ribs fit in between. Damn. Dang. Go up his wing here a little bit and get that aileron in there. It was locked. Just got to toy with this wing, guys, and it's in there real good. Those ribs there kind of make it a little hard to get in there. Needs a little help right there. I got that in there. See, the problem is, I'm going to show you guys something here. Right here, that wing has got the same, where the ribs fit between there, like it did right here. You have to line them up, make sure they're in there. They should go in there without no fuss. That one is real easy. Wow. Try again, make sure it fits good before I put that aileron in there. Oh yeah. Trim it a little bit. You can see it rib anyway. Gotcha. That was a muscle aileron in there. Sure have to muscle this. Yeah. Damn. Okay, we'll try to get this way back on again. Pretty nicely. What the hell? Good. Other than now. Only if that's one way. Got that dry. Well, Freddie's messaging right now. See what Freddie has to say. Yeah, fellas. Okay, where was I? Dang it, how you doing, buddy? I've got a Lionel train, Doug. A 1949 American Flyer by Lionel. My dad got for me for my, no, my grandparents got it for me for my birthday. No, for Christmas. 1949, well, I was about 4 years old back then. Comes with a tender, the locomotive, passenger cars, a big old metal transformer box. Man, that thing must weigh about 20 pounds. It's heavy, and all metal too. No, the whole train's metal. There's no plastic on it at all metal. I think my grandfather and grandmother, I think they paid $60 for it back in 1949. $60, 1949. It's a lot of money back then. Oh yeah, I'll tell you, 135 scale. There's a lot there. Okay, we got the other wing panels done. I'll let those dry right there. Those other ones are a real bitch to get in there. Keep pulling out of those hangs. They are made functional, and they do work. Okay, next step would be. Oh yeah, I got that done too. Do I? Is this piece through? Let's see. B6. Where's B at? Is this B? Yes. This is B. Now, trim them. Get the nubs out of the way. If they don't trim them off, they'll cause head issues for your models. This wing comes with 3 assemblies. Got the leading edge on here I'm putting on now. Can be clamped on right there. A little bit of super glue there, keep it nice and tight. Nice and tight. Yep. Ailerons work. Yeah, that's how these Asian people, I think, they think they're, I call it silo thinking. Keep everything hidden. Yeah. We'll hear this next. That's how it goes. Nice. Nice. That was dry. Okay. Got those two done. Now we got the control surfaces. More F parts coming up. This must be the rudder. It is. It's the rudder. That's me. This got the F in it. Screw F. C. F is here. Those tires now. Remember, the smaller screw than was the other one. Yep, that's it right there. Okay. Gotta wash my hands pretty soon and paint on one. Try to keep my hands clean as I go along. F4, 2 parts. Right here. Awful tiny. I'll come over and get the leather assembled. We'll take a break. Take a coffee break. See me shaking on the chat board. Okay, who's here? We're trying to screw up here. These elevator hangs right here, rudder hangs. The old tweezers I use, to be very careful. You don't hold parts too good. You can't put pressure. You put pressure, you kept tweezers here, bing! Part's gone. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. Put it on. Now they plug right in here. Look at that knife. Yeah, be careful. I'll spear myself one of these days. I did it once before. It was a bloody mess. I'll tell you a story about that. working on a model one time. Exacto blade rolled out the table, speared me right in the foot and stuck there. Hit a vein, I was bleeding like a stuck pig. There we go, gang. I'll take a break time. Check see how everybody's doing on the chat board. We got 6, 7 watching, 11 thumbs up. We got Chuck Pappy on there. We got Doug Smith on there. We got Dingy. And we have a few other fellows on there. You're in a building signed out. And Captain Stromano, he was there. Bruce Ewell, Bruce from Texas, he was on here. And so I'm pretty much live now. I've got 7 people on there. So far, I've been on live for 2 hours and 39 minutes, 17 seconds, and the clock is still ticking. And I'll get me a cup of coffee. I'll say one thing, fellas. I'm not too lonely now as long as I got you guys here with it every day. That's one reason. That's one purpose why I like to have these live streams every day, so I keep in touch with everybody, and I'm not so lonely because no one comes to visit me here. Nobody. The only person's in here all the time is God. That's it. No one else. It's me and God. And my babysitters are my models. Cappuccino machine here. Some coffee here, and then I wish I had some pipe tobacco or a cigar. I want to get a hold of my son tomorrow and have him get me some pipe tobacco and some cigars on them. I was checking the wings to see if it was optional. Looks like I don't know if they're operable or not. Right back in the wing center wing section here. Got to put the best ribs on there. I wonder who. Oh, I see. Oh, Captain Stomley, he's still here. Good. You guys, old Frankie Day had a little cup of coffee right here. Is it pretty cold at your house, Chuck? Is it still 54 degrees outside at your home? I haven't checked the temperature out there right now. While I'm checking the temperature, I got to go to the men's room just around the corner. I'll be back in about 2 minutes, fellas. So Frankie Day's going to take a squirt. That'll relieve my kidneys. Yeah, it feels like about 20 outside. It was cold last night. I tell you, it felt like it was in the single digits. They say in Kentucky got down about 2 degrees out there. So they're a little more north than we are here in Tennessee. Ohio is very cold and a lot of snow out there, and I'm glad I don't live that cesspool no more. That place ain't a state's a damn disease. I should never let my wife coax me into moving up there. Clean. Okay, where's my caffeine? Up and down there, but the side over here. Part's A. This part A. That's C screw. That's B. Here's A right here. The F parts. This is about here. So I want to get got A7 right here. I got parts a bit there, do I? What's that, 16? Wow. I got about the biggest SVD made in plastic. It's 1/18 scale. It's big, but it's huge. It's the Merit kit. That thing is big. F16. Okay. F30. F30, what about here? Wonderful. And we got F30. F30 coming up. Seen that at first glance. Well, I saw that. Oh, you got an F8 on it. What helmet? F8, F8, right there. It goes here. These trees are good up for it. see that. Add a little more crazy glue to that. We'll give some strength. Okay, that's done. Okay. And the wing panels. Clipped off there. Okay. I'm going to find out where A7 goes at. That key was here. I'm going to trim that off there. I think I missed that. Okay, I put that in there. Good. Take a break. These tweezers right here, this is called carpet monster material. It grabs parts real good, small parts, but you put too much pressure, bing, they're gone. You just Easter egg hunting. I got a wooden floor here, so it's not too bad to spot. But they do get lost. And I just come back after the video's over to get on my hands and knees, get this with the flashlight, look around, and I find it. Yeah, Dane did a wonderful job on the specific diagram of the tanks. Those figures he did, I mean, the Japanese and American, they look like real dudes. They really do. Even see the irises in their eyes, the whites of their eyes. Like General Cornwall says, don't shoot to see the whites of their eyes. The whites of the eyes in those figures you painted in there. Pupils, iris, they're there. Flesh tones, they're there. The armor itself was definitely there. Japanese and American. He did a wonderful job of that stuff, guys. He really did. Let's see here. See if I can find it. Huh. Danny sent me a message, all his the stuff that I want to show it to you guys on the phone here, but I can't find it. Anyway, he did a wonderful job, that guy. I ain't fooling there. Man, it's good. Okay, I gotta finish up this panel here. C parts in here. Let's see. Here's C right here. That's C. C15. And C17. here. This is that panel here. And C17. Maybe C17 goes here. Wonderful. Now I've got to do the same thing the other way here. Have those small fittings and such. That's ace with it. Let's see. Here's A right here. This screw's all gone. I moved this on wing rib off the screw. This is gone. All been used up. Oh, that's all done. Okay, now we got to put these parts on this here. Yeah, right here. Okay. Six. There. 28. Got the ring on. We got the other one here. Yeah. Damn. That's all good. Okay, now get this panel done. Okay, good. I'll leave the other parts here. Which is that? That's a C in it. Yeah. 16. 14, and 16. It's all even dry. And 14. Mm. Wrong side, dummy. Excellent. Goes over here. Go. That's good. All righty then. Wow, 3.5 hours. Ugh. Oh, I think about had lick for the night, guys. We'll let this thing dry. Then we'll do some more work on it tomorrow. So far tonight, what we've done is we got the wing panels done. Also paint in there. Doing the same thing. I paint that too when it dries. No matter what to do with a brush. It does works pretty good with a paintbrush. Can't even see no brush marks at all on it. Looks good. Make sure that interior is painted there. Did that panel. And we did the right wing panel too. We've done that one. We got the rudder. Then it works. Same thing with the stabilizers on these wings. They work. They're posable. Only if the wings work, I'll be really happy. We've got to trick these wings. I will get to it fine. And the inner wing panel has been done. They got to be painted when they're dry. And I believe these wings snap on somehow. Oh yeah. Then the cap fits on it like this. Then you can fold them up. Wonderful. Okay, we got both wing panels outer panels done. Ailerons installed. We did two inner wing panels done with ribs in. Wait for the dry. I can paint the same. And tomorrow we'll assemble it and see what it goes. And the fuselage too. They were home free. Won't take long to get this thing done. A lot of parts in there though, but I went through a lot of parts. Another thing too, I'll try to show you this. In this bag of ordinances, you got the fish, the torpedo, plus the wooden fins, and a 765 kilogram bomb that sunk the USS Arizona. It's right about here. All it is a 16-inch gun off a battleship, probably Nagato, encased in an airstream shaped cylinder, protected, and bam, when it goes right through that metal like that, it's got a fuse. Tick, 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 delayed fuse. And boom! Our bombs are contact bombs, so they have to explode. But Japanese, they got a little smart. They got time for that bomb to penetrate before it blows up. And believe me, you drop something like when that Kate dropped that 765-pound kilogram bomb in Arizona, there's enough inertia from the bomb with gravity going towards it. It's the same firepower it was fired from a 16-inch gun. And when it went through about 6-7 decks to hit that magazine, when it hit, oh Jesus! Those poor guys in Arizona, they were incinerated and vaporized all at once. And the ones that weren't, they were burnt pretty bad, like Seaman First Class Dan Stratton, Donald Stratton. 65% of his body was burnt. He had the uniform. They saved his uniform that he had. He has it on their display. You can see where it was all burnt. His skin was all burnt inside his jersey, his jumper. He was Negro, all black. Like I say, when skin gets cooked, it's like getting 3rd-degree burns and stuff like that. That skin will just come off you as just like chicken eat chicken off the bone. He was cooked. Okay, guys, I'm ready to bail out of here. I've been here 3.5 hours already. I stay here longer than most people do, but you know, it's to me, it's being with my friends. You guys are my friends, my family. I care for all you guys out there. You guys are helping me a hell of a lot around my videos and things. I appreciate it very much. Okay, tomorrow night be Tuesday night, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we get this Kate all buttoned up as much as we can. Can we build this Kate? Yes, we can. Can we build that flight deck and island? Yes, we can. And we will build it together. Okay, this is Frankie Day from Frankie Day Models signing out. You guys be good. Take care of mama. Take care of the little ones. Stay focused and drive. Be aware of your surroundings. Get yourself a kit. Spend wisely. And it's wintertime now. It's cold outside. It's excellent weather to build models like right now. Next time fly, and the weather will be over before you know it. Outside activities be going on. Because next year I'm going RCing out there in that pond out there. I'm gonna get my boats out in the water. I got 3 brake control boats, and there are actually 5 of them that I can put out in the water and sail. So if my daughter-in-law and my daughter and my son-in-law offer to get me anything for Christmas, I'll tell them I want a 2-channel radio control unit with speed control, and I'll be all set. When springtime gets here, I'm getting my stuff out of storage, and I'm getting help there. Thank God. I tell you, I can't lose that stuff, guys. Jesus, I can't lose it. That'd be the end of Frankie Day if I lost my stuff in there. Okay. Signing off. You guys be good. I'll catch you guys tomorrow night. I'd like to thank all my new and old subscribers for tuning in. And also, all your wonderful views and comments and candor. I'm deeply, deeply appreciated and honored. This is Frankie Day Models signing off. Catch you guys tomorrow. May Godspeed and God bless you all. We'll see you tomorrow, folks. Bye, boys. Take care of yourselves, gentlemen.